Tiamat too, and I was like, okay, this should be a breeze. Let me just put my black belt or my master into the third slot. I was like, we'll cast some stuff, and then we should be fine. And then he hit my white mage for 700, and I was like, okay. I was like, I guess I did not need a white shirt this seed.
We also appreciated your MS Paint skills. Those were super nice. So thank you for that.
That I had to, like, seriously though, like 6 power gauntlets and I still couldn't hit Tiamat. Like I just that was very insane. I've never had a seed where Tiamat just was unhittable.
Well, you'll be happy to know we have 53 people online in the Discord right now. So even through all this insanity, we've gained a lot of new people this evening.
And I don't know if y'all were playing my audio at any point. I'm sorry for my my follower alert going off.
Oh, no worries. It was fine.
It's definitely not to the theme of the game. It's
I believe the stream is coming back up shortly.
Okay. I might wanna I don't even know how to turn off follower alerts.
Don't worry about it at this point.
Because it's just gonna keep playing because I keep getting a ton of followers.
So, Ice, we have a lot of new newbies in the chat, people who are on the fence about joining. What advice, I know we've already asked Shell, but what advice would you give the newbies?
Basically what I can give you for advice is just don't overthink routes. If you find something super early, go with your gut feeling and take that route to the first area you think you may benefit from. Like that's why I went to ordeals first because I figured something would be there and I found the tail, which was okay. But that's when I realized going to Ice Cave would have been a better option.
I did the same thing. I need all help.
And I know we're rejoined by chat, and so let's re-welcome X-Ice Blue to the chat room for his, like I said, even and measured viewpoints on how Tiamat and Chaos went today. So, Ice Blue, do you want to tell the chat a little bit about what was going through your mind when this was all happening?
Let's see, what was going through my mind when everything was happening? A lot of missing, a lot of evasion. He was dodging all my questions. It was just, I could keep going with these puns. I guess Tiamat just really missed being the main boss of the game.
Let's see.
Listen, your MS Paint skills did not go unnoticed.
Good. I'm glad. I had to switch scenes to do this because, like I said, 6 power gauntlets, and I still missed them. Level 50 master, I still missed them. I had to because that was just absurd.
Did you think about casting Lock or Lock 2?
No, because I never found it.
Oh.
So meanwhile, we still have 2 runners out there, and they're both enjoying Tiamat at the moment.
It
seems that way.
Does look like Sar was able. Looks like Sar is coming up to his nice battle with Tiamat.
Oh,
yep,
he just beat him.
Working well. So,
and he has life too. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
that was
he's in good shape.
He's got the full party going, so let's send some hype his way. Let's send some hope.
Oh, he's got this now. Chaos was a pushover.
Well, sort of.
I didn't have any problems with him. It was just 2 white shirts for me and 2 power gloves, and I 4-shot him with my level 50 master.
Oh. Yeah, my master was dead, and so was my white mage. So I took him on with a black mage and a red mage.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
But luckily, the red mage had Masa and I white shirted a bunch, and he couldn't hit me. And with all the tempers and fasts, like it took a while. I didn't two shot him like you did, but I was doing 999 damage with the red mage.
Nice. I'm sure you liked my tactic of throwing the white shirt onto my knight instead of my white mage, because my knight was never going to hit Tiamat in the first place.
Yeah.
These are some really beautiful splits. 20 plus 20 on Fiend 1, plus 29 on Fiend 2, 28 on Fiend 3, 24 on Fiend 4, and then an hour and 45 minutes on Garland / Chaos.
Zar making headway against Chaos here. He still has all 4 of his party members alive, and it looks like he's cycled through Cure 1 or Cure 4 once already, so he should be in good shape here.
And he definitely has a Vorpal on his fighter, which is causing has that higher crit than the Masamune. His mage is definitely not mage, master. Sorry, is definitely starting to hit a little bit harder now.
Oh, like that was just crazy. I'm not making seeds anymore. I'm banning myself from seeds.
No one's gonna be able to make seeds before we know it.
And for those of you just joining us, hi, this is the Final Fantasy Randomizer. After hours, Tiamat 2 and Chaos will be by to take your order shortly. But if you're interested in joining our community, I'll drop the Discord invite and the tournament invite into our chat room here so that you can take a look. We still have a couple of hours before the tournament brackets are going to close for our upcoming tournament on Saturday. And if you've watched this and you're interested, you're more than welcome to come in and join us. We're going to have several races this week for you to go ahead and get a little practice in.
And we promise to hopefully not have them like this seed today.
Well, at least not until round 4 or so.
Just be sure you don't miss the tournament coming up soon.
But Ching.
And as we've been plugging all along, we can't speak highly enough of the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer community. Everyone there is very welcoming, open, always want to help. Also, nice job right there by Sar. He was able to finally take care of Chaos.
He has escaped.
So that's 3 of our 4 runners, and we'll see if we can get Zar here in the chat room too.
Zar has escaped the terribleness.
So many congratulations to Zar on his successful crushing of Chaos. And Joey is doing some leveling here in Temple of Fiends Revisited. He may be joining us eventually.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't have anything on the agenda. DH Stom, or Stom, yeah. Basically, it ended with me leaving TOFR to go grind my master to 50, and going back to TOFR and still struggling on Tiamat. 5 power gauntlets, and I still missed like 6 times in a row. So it was interesting. Sorry again for my internet also disconnecting. I was not expecting that. It just randomly dropped for like 20 minutes.
Hey, that happens. It's internet in 2017. I think we just had Zar join us. Zar, are you here with us?
Yes, he actually is.
Can you guys?
Yep, a little bit.
Here, let me try to adjust my sound just a minute.
Cutting in and out, Zar.
I see some of our offline racers that were racing in parallel but not on screen are also starting to finish now, so congratulations to them.
Sorta. Like you're like we can hear you for a second, and then you just like kind of like cut out.
Ah, this microphone is just.
Yeah, Czar, we need to get you a new mic, my friend.
Oh, that was just stressful.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Ice Blue and Show, how would you put this as far as difficulty, trolliness, would race again, would not race again, so on and so forth?
In terms of difficultness, it was not difficult at all. There was nothing that was really terrifying, except for like what was it? The toxic. Who had toxic? I know it wiped me a few times. Oh, it was the spiders in the beginning that turns you to stone.
Yeah.
But no, it like overall it wasn't that difficult of a seed until you hit the final boss, which was not chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with him. I think the seed itself wasn't terrible, just the final two bosses or Tiamat. Probably a 9 out of 10 on Tiamat.
Yeah.
The chest distribution was absolutely terrible. I left Ice Cave thinking Ruby wouldn't be what it was.
Yeah, Czar, we all watched you head on out of Ice Cave after you picked up the ruby once, and then you wiped in the Ice Cave and wandered out again.
Yeah, I got hit. 3 had nothing to do with it, so I required RNG to the.
Yeah, ZRNG definitely took its matters into its own hands, actually. And I was the one that rolled the seed.
Yep. So Czar, went into the Ice Cave, found the ruby, wiped, and instead of going back in to grab the ruby again, departed and didn't know that the slab and the Masamune were there. And so, we watched poor Czar sail away and eventually have to come back.
Yeah, I was like struggling and fighting with my router and my modem, and I'm sitting here and I'm messaging Maya on Discord, and I was like, found Masamune and Slab. Please update chat.
This is the 7th race in a row. Order in the Earth Cave. This streak is.
Oh, how did you guys like Max Evasion Gasties?
I didn't run into too many of them, so it was alright.
Max Evasion Gasties would sleep, and yeah, but they were low HP, but they had very, very high attack.
Yeah, I think I only ran into Gasties a few times. Not too many.
I didn't have too. I had Ice 3, which did pretty well. Waters gave. And of course, Tiamat 2. Also on my second one.
Yeah, once I made it to Chaos the first time, I didn't have any struggles after that. It was just Kraken and Tiamat 2. Kraken had really high evasion too.
Yeah, it was kind of a murderer's row right at the end, where we went Kraken, who you guys had a hard time hitting, and then obviously we know the struggles with Tiamat, and if you weren't so high leveled, Chaos would have been probably just as difficult.
Oh yeah. That's why I grinded to 50. I was just like, no, I don't want to struggle any longer.
Finished about 40.
So, while you guys went back to grind, I saw kind of the hotspot was I. Is that kind of where you go to make sure you get that 6,500 for 2? So it was probably about 32 for each.
For the way that this seed was placed, because of the way that the XP bar was set, I gave about 3,300 per party member until you ultimately killed somebody off. But I ended up finalizing the grinds because I grinded on red dragons and the volcano until 25 before I went and fought Carrie. Because red dragons were easy to kill.
I did the same.
Yeah, the seed I, but sometimes it's either between I or Agamas where people generally grind for experience.
Yeah, I once again had like 80 health, so he was easy to kill. So that was just I just wanted to go back to that and just grind on that because that was the quickest XP you can get.
I really would have, and so I had to go back for it.
I didn't even find Vorpal.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, we were impressed with that move. You realized that this wasn't working for you, and you bailed out of Temple of Fiends Revisited to go find that Vorpal. I know that you have an affinity to the weapon, anyways. But what made you think you needed it here? I mean, besides the obvious.
The only reason I got was because of the high evade, Kraken, Tiamat, and I knew that the Vorpal would be able to see.
Yeah, critical hits avoid, they completely ignore high, defense and high evasion.
So now we're watching Joey, I should say, work his way through the fire floor. He's leveled up a little bit again. And here with his 2 red mages, this has become kryptonite for him. It was a gutsy choice to run 2 red mages, and there are times when it works really well. But let's see if he can get past Tiamat and Chaos with this party composition.
Fast must have been a level 8 spell. I never saw Fast.
That was level 5.
That was 5? Okay, I must have skipped it then in Milman.
Yeah, I didn't even check any of the black magic shops after Elfheim.
Fast was definitely helpful for me.
Probably should have went and seen. Was it you had a black mage, didn't you?
Yes, and
That's why you could buy it.
yeah, both black and red mage could use it. So having
Oh man, I wish I'd have known that.
so definitely useful.
Yeah, won the seed for I'm Fast. Well played.
I didn't think that he would even be able to learn it. Because usually it's that's disappointing.
So that's a good question to ask at this point. We saw one boss with max evade. And so if you run up against an enemy or a boss with max evade like Tiamat had, what are the components you need in order to take that sort of a boss down?
Well, Vorpal, Fast, or defense, something with a high crit weapon, or magic. Lots of fade and nuke would be my...
Temper and the katana can also help as well.
Lock 2 and Lock works now, but the chances of it hitting isn't very high, or at least it isn't to me. But if you are able to bring down the evasion rate, that will definitely help as well.
So in an open party, what floor do you guys go to for your party members?
It depends on the percentage for me. it can change, varying on what the highest percentage of enemy difficulty is.
My preferred party is usually black belt, red mage, white mage. If we get 400% stats, I might opt for 2 black, or I might opt for a black mage.
I'll generally run fighter, black belt, red mage, white mage.
My current party that I've been running is Black Belt, Red Mage, White Mage, Black Mage.
And we do have Ice going through again, chat, just so we can get the exploration and find out what was in those missing chests. So thank you very much, Ice.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what was in the chest because I never went and checked them.
Adamant.
Adamant sitting in Dwarf Cave, mere feet away from where the blacksmith will make Excalibur for you.
He just doesn't know how to open a door.
Well, it's such a long walk.
He could use the exercise. Well, there's defense.
Ice Blue, I do have to tell you, thank you very much for going way out of your way for Out of Bounds Bat. We were all very happy to see him.
Of course. I thought about like disrupting Edgeworth and his wherever he is, his slumber, his business or whatever. I instead ran away from that Tyro. I thought about hitting it, but I ran instead.
Who was it that murdered the T-Rex?
That was me.
Said proudly.
No, Files. I did not kill a Tyro this seed. I opted out of it.
So we got Joey going again through Tiamat.
More like Tiamat's going through him, but yes.
Good luck, man.
Let's just hope that he can dodge his attacks. I'm gonna keep making terrible puns.
I've got to get to work on the speed game. Everybody watching, our racers, they soon. Stay tuned. The bracket reveal on and Ice Blue's channel. It should be within.
And so that's a good cue for anybody that is interested in still joining this tournament to go ahead and get your tournament bracket signed in at the challenge page, and I'll go ahead and put that link in here so that you can join up for the tournament that starts on Saturday if you're interested.
Well, the brackets are closing in probably less than an hour, or entry to the tournament is actually closing within an hour. That's why Zara and I are going to be working on these brackets to get you guys the results of who's going to be going against who in round one.
I give up.
All right, everyone, and it looks like our fourth runner this evening, Joey, is going to go ahead and bow to Tiamat and let Tiamat win this one. He's going to go ahead and forfeit.
The mechanics of that... Okay, so the mechanics of the Kraken and Tiamat fight made absolutely no sense to me.
A really, really hard-fought battle, but this time the ZARNG got him.
Also, guys, do us a favor. Follow the commentators, follow the runners. We'd all appreciate it. Not trying to, tell you guys to follow my channel, but follow everybody else's channel, please.
Yes, definitely give the runners a follow. Especially if you're joining the tournament, you'll be able to pick up a lot of great tips and tricks. Very, very informational. Just watching them, I know a lot of them have cameras, microphones. They'll talk through what they're doing and why, and they're definitely not bashful to help out.
Yeah, if you ever watch me run a seed, I definitely even if I'm by myself in the chat, I'll walk people through it. Even if it's just me in the channel, I'll walk myself through it. So if you join my channel and watch one of the races, feel free to talk. I will walk you through whatever I'm doing, and I will explain everything.
So we're joined by in the chat room by one
I'm
of our
never
super
picking Red
excited,
fucking Mage again,
Files.
ever.
Files, are you on mic this evening? Oh, nope, there he went. He left.
man.
I give up.
We're gonna bring Joey into the channel. See if we can get an interview from him.
Joey, how are you? This is Joker here. We have Show, Ice Blue, as well as Maya in here.
Hey, GG, Joey. That was a good long fought battle.
Hold on, I have to go dry my eyes.
There's absolutely no shame in this one this evening. I think Tiamat killed at least 20, 25.
Listen, I knew I was screwed when the spiders had ice too in TOF, and I died 3 times at the beginning.
It's okay. You didn't see what happened with me. I loaded up the seed from last night that we played, and I started a new game on that one. So I had to completely restart and fix my seed.
That was a dude. Ice, you're not allowed to make seeds anymore, dude. You are not allowed.
I can let you know you did not go down in vain. I think Show and you were the first 2 to make it to Chaos, if I remember correctly from what everybody told me.
Yep, that is absolutely correct.
I died to Kraken 7 times before I decided to leave and grind my black belt, master to 50, and I still missed Tiamat 2 like 6 times in a row.
The first time I went through, I'm like, I had 4 power gloves on my excuse my language, on my fighter, and he misses 6 times in a row, and I'm going, all right, I already know I'm not going to love this anymore.
So what was your thought as you were hitting the, 2.5, close to 3 hour mark with the race?
Help.
Sorry if you hear my keyboard.
That's it. Just help.
So for just a process question, for dealing with bosses like this, when you're looking at Tiamat 2, how much do you consider just trying again on the boss versus going out and leveling? I mean, did anything give any of you any hope for being able to take down Tiamat without having to go level?
It's a matter of like figuring out like what you need to do. Like that's why I kept going back and forth and just kept going back at him, because he just, like, the second time I went at him, I think he one-shot my my master like immediately, so I just restarted. But I wanted to see like if I could get like 5 power gauntlets off, and if I still missed, then it was time to go grind, which I ended up getting like 5 or 6 off, and I still missed, so I left and just went and grind.
It was demoralizing because she didn't even have a lot of health.
It was about 1250 or so, because it took 3 crits for my my master. He was hitting for like 450 each time. Chaos was the meat shield. He had about 4,500.
Yeah, he had a lot of hit points.
And Cure 4.
Oh, I didn't see a Cure 4.
Lucky.
So he had vanilla spell.
Yeah, but he cast it pretty early on me before I'd done like any sort of damage.
Well, all right, everyone. It's coming up on midnight Eastern time. So, did anybody have any final thoughts about how this seed went before we go ahead and wrap it up and let poor Feasel go to bed for the night?
Don't get discouraged. Like, don't let this seed that you just witnessed discourage you from racing this game. because this is like the first time it's ever happened in like the 3 months I've been racing this. So don't let this seed discourage you. And just come in, watch a few of our races. We race practically every day, every night. Just watch a few of our races and get the hang of it. Ask questions. I'm always answering questions in my chat. Czar's answering questions in his chat. Everybody will answer your questions. And yes, Bratster, we are doing the brackets tonight after I finish this up. Czar and I are going to get to work on those brackets and get things situated, and then we're going to announce them.
Yeah, this is an unusual, difficult seed. Definitely don't let it discourage you. Okay? Come in. The community is great. We're all nice, laid back. It's a lot of fun. We race a lot, So hope to see everybody.
Right? We practiced the seed yesterday, and we finished in 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Well, not this exact seed.
No, but I mean, we've practiced these flags before.
The seed was impossible to finish in 2 hours.
Don't pick Red Mage because they're atrocious. I was crying. I got the tail, and I was like, yes, I can get life and or life too. This is going to be great. I'm never picking Red Mage again.
Red Mages have their ups and they have their downs. I personally like them because of their versatility. But other than that, like if you have like a first level 1, level 2 shops that are awful, then yeah, it's pretty bad. But all right, we got to wrap this up, guys. So let's close this out. Join the Discord, guys. Maya's been posting it in chat. Just come join us. We will show you how to run this game. You have about an hour left on signups for the tournament, I think. So if you want to join, even just for fun, come join us.
Yep. Give everybody a follow. Thank you, commentators, Maya and Joker, for doing this. And thank you, Fiesel, for hosting this on Speed Gaming.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Awesome job, runners. Maya, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me on commentary, or allowing me to join you, be the second in the commentary booth.
Joker, this was a crazy one to watch. I think we found new and exciting ways to try to say the same thing over and over again, especially when we got down to Tiamat and Chaos. I want to thank everybody in this community and everybody out in chat for hanging out with us tonight. Like everybody has said, we look forward to seeing you again. The first tournament races will be starting up on Saturday. And if you want to be in on that tournament, you still have a little bit of time to join us. So on behalf of everybody that you've heard and seen run tonight, thank you for being with us. And we look forward to having you with us again soon. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Thank you.